Whoa, I look well different. Nice. Happy? Yeah.
Alright, brilliant.
Thank you.
No problem.
Hey SBR Nation, welcome to another video where we do a client. Today I'm transforming this lovely lady into this beautiful, and both were really pretty anyway. So jumping into it, I started off by moisturizing her face. While I was doing that, I did notice that she had a lot of hairs that were growing further down on her eyelid, and so I asked her if it will be okay for me to groom those, and she said that would be fine. She'd never done anything to her brows before. As you can see, I didn't touch majority of her brows. I just like groomed where the excess hair was going down onto her eyelid, just because I know that it would show up on the makeup, like it wouldn't be as seamless as I would have hoped it. Of course, asked her permission, and she did say yes, and I showed her afterwards, and she liked what I did as well. It was so minimal, you won't even see it on camera, to be absolutely honest. And then I filled in her brows, not very much, because as you can see, her brows were already thick, didn't need much filling. And then I also outlined those. You may be able to see some hairs that are in the concealer when I outlined it, and this is what I mean. Like she had much more growing down, but I just trimmed just a little bit, so those remaining hairs would be showing there. I then set the concealer that I had outlined her brows with some translucent powder, just to make sure that there was no creasing and that it was set in place. I then went in with a darker shade of brown towards the bottom outer end of her eyelids, and then I went in with a lighter shade of brown as a transition shade towards her eyebrows, going up on the upper eyelid there. After that, I went in with a different brush and added a small bit of glitter eyeshadow, and then I smoked out her waterline with, you know, a deeper brown, and then brushed off the excess eyeshadow that had fallen on her face, and I went in with the Power Grip primer from Elf. Love that primer. Went in with that, and then I was doing some shade matching here, because none of my clients need to come with their foundation or anything. I have enough shades, so I just doing shade matching. Now this is where I want to talk to you guys about. So you guys may be looking at this shade and thinking, honey, you tried 4 different shades and you chose that one. But listen, I'm matching her neck. If you guys look at her face and her neck, you will realize that there are different shades, and her body, her entire body matches her neck, right? So only her face is different, right? Her face is a bit more of a reddish undertone as well, and you know, she has freckles and stuff. I love her freckles, and she loves them as well, so the freckles weren't the issue. It was just that the shade of her face was deeper than the shade of her neck and the rest of her body, so I'm matching the shade to her neck and the rest of the body, and as you can see, it's coming very, very seamlessly, as you can see. So now her face and her neck are the same shade. So any starting MUAs out there, always do that. Sometimes you'll get a client who probably, you know, has a neck that is darker than their face, and the face and the body is matching, so you want to match the face when that happens. But if you have a client whose face is darker than her neck and the rest of her body, always match her neck, just because when that client then goes out, everything will be seamless, you know what I mean? So everything will come in one. So that's what I did here, and you can see now that, you know, it doesn't look off, like you just see it all together in one tone. Yeah, so now that I've done that, I will now go in with a concealer under her eyes to brighten up that. Went in and I was buffing it out with a smaller brush. I love this brush. It's an angled brush, and it's so dense, and it just really applies the product really nicely and helps to blend it seamlessly as well. So I did that, and this was jokes while we were doing it. It was just my partner was here with me, and he was like giving jokes, and you will see throughout this video that she's laughing a lot, and you know, because we're talking, and yeah, she's finding some stuff funny. But I just set that concealer with translucent powder again, making sure that that is in place. I am not baking here, I'm just setting, right? And then I'm setting the rest of her face with another translucent powder, just to make sure that all the liquid and anything that we applied, liquid foundation and so forth, were set in place. Now I went in with my bronzing palette just to add a bit of depth to her face, bringing back some warmth. And we did that around the perimeters of her face as well as her cheekbones as well. And then I went in with a light blush palette because I didn't want the blush to be too heavy on her. So I went in with the blush palette and just applied some blush on the apple of her cheeks, going towards her temple, a little on her nose. And then now we are doing some outlining her lips, right? Outline her lips with brown. And then I'm using a disposable one to apply e.l.f. Pink lip gloss. And I'm telling her to, you know, rub her lips together because I like how it turns out when, you know, you smack your lips together and stuff. So it just blends effortlessly. Of course, I'm also applying some eyeshadow on her lower waterline. And then I am going to also go in with a brown mascara. Her hairs are brown, so I'm going in with brown mascara as well as a brown lash strips. I had gotten photos of her before I did her face, so I saw that her hair was mostly brown. I didn't want to apply black mascara, neither did I want to apply black lashes. So I went ahead and bought some brown ones, and honestly the application was so smooth, so nice. I applied the lash glue on top of her lids. Then of course I applied the lash strip. If you guys don't know, it is just so much easier to apply the lash glue on your eyelids and then you apply the strips. So that's a tip. If you didn't know that, try it and you will see how much better. But look how flawless her face is. Like, come on, the neck, the body, everything is matching. The tone is correct. Like a little bit of blush, you can see just a little peak there. And of course I went in with my e.l.f. setting spray to just lock everything in. I use a fan just to dry all the setting spray down. And of course I then gave her the mirror so she can react to it. So you guys will see her reaction coming up right now.
Whoa, I look well different. God, those eyelashes are well nice.
Yeah, they're nice, isn't it?
Yeah, nice.
Happy?
Yeah.
Alright, brilliant.
Thank you.
No problem. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Do subscribe, like, and follow us on IG at Makeup by Ro. Bye.